Hello, everybody. Rope Fox here, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock. This is episode 20, and I am currently in the shopping area, if it wasn't obvious, and a lot has changed since the last time I have been here. There are a lot of new shops. Some nether portals have been moved around. Apparently, the nether portal is now right in front of my shop. And speaking of, it's been a couple weeks since we worked on everything over here, and I haven't really had the time to properly build up this whole building because, as I mentioned a couple weeks ago in the episode where we added the lectern shop, I wanted to change this to where it became a membership, so that required another redstone circuit, and then of course I needed to change up the building. And yeah, I kind of feel like we've been doing a lot of projects and I've kind of spread myself a little thin. So we have the project we are working on with Prowl, we have this to get done, we have the vault that we just started in the last episode, and then of course we do have to move the storage system into the vault. So, I mean, there is a lot. I think I have too much on my plate, and that is kind of my fault. So what I need to do is really start focusing and figuring out what we need to really knock out. One thing for sure is we need to move that storage into the vault, and there's Daphne who looks like reading something here. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what has changed. So it looks like Zloy's shop has changed up, and is that a panda? And I haven't really had time to watch anybody's episodes. I've just been so busy. Oh, that's funny. I wonder how much time it took to get that panda here, because I think the closest jungle is over in my area. And let's see, I may need to get iron from him. I have to check what I have in the chest. Now, for those of you who may or may not know, the whole war with the money between the Diamond Alliance and then the Pebbles, I guess. I don't know what they're calling themselves. I think like there's Team Blue and Red. I don't know who's who. Again, I haven't really been following that, but currently I am unaligned. So although my shop is accepting diamonds, I mean, I wouldn't mind if I really absolutely need to. I wouldn't mind spending some diamonds to get pebbles in order to get what I need, because putting all of that aside, like Prowl shop here, so he's going with the money as well. So I do want to build the item sorter in my base, but at the same time, I don't want to tear down the current one and move it all over. I'd rather just build a fresh one and then eventually move things over. And then when I get around to moving the old one, I have the second module of that already done, if that's making sense. So to save some time, because I have been so busy, I would rather buy wood to make all the chests rather than grow all of my own spruce trees and everything like that. And then if I need to buy iron, I would rather buy the iron instead of going mining for it, especially since we are low and I really don't want to use Prowl's iron because that's not what it's for. That is for our own project. So again, with the money and diamond war aside, the shopping area is great for things like this because I get busy. I know other members of the realm get busy, and sometimes you just don't have time to grind and do things like that. So it is a lot easier just to buy everything. I was just looking at the exchange rate of diamonds for pebbles. So currently the exchange rate is 1 diamond for 2 pebbles. And I noticed Prowl's shop is 2 for a stack of 64 on everything. So technically it's a diamond for a stack of 64. So although I am unaligned, I'm still kind of against the pebble system. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and get 4 diamonds like this. And we're going to go ahead and buy ourselves 4 stacks of spruce. So let's go ahead. We're going to drop that off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I actually have inventory for that this time. So again, this is wood I don't have to chop down. I do have 4. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and head back to the base and see how much iron I actually have. It looks like I have 22 blocks of iron left, and I did the math if I did it correctly, and that is 3.09 stacks of iron ingots. So I think that should possibly be enough. It's probably not going to be enough. And of course, I did run out of iron about halfway through. That means I do need to buy iron from Zloy's shop because as far as I know, he is the only shop that actually sells iron. Now that means we are going to have to buy pebbles, and his rate is 5 pebbles for 32. And if it's a diamond for 2, so 2.5 diamonds for a half a stack, which means we would pay 5 diamonds per stack, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4.5 stacks. Ah, man, that is a little steep. But then again, we really do need iron, and we do have some diamonds to spend. So that means that is going to cost us, I brought 25. I guess I did the math wrong. That means we are going to need 20 diamonds, right? 5 times 4 is 20. Yep. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to head over to the bank and buy some pebbles. Drop diamonds here. Is that one at a time, or do I drop them all at the same time? I have no idea. Let's go ahead. Let's try one. And I do have inventory. Okay. And, oh, that's a fancy way to do that. Okay, I guess to make sure it's not being duplicated. What if I throw down 2? Oh, okay, so that means I can just... And that should give me... I don't know how many I was supposed to get for that. Uh-oh. Okay, now I am out of space. 16. Oh, they stack in 16s? I did not know that about books. Then again, I've never had that many books on hand. A stone, we have a stone generator. 32, 34. I feel like a half. I'm going to have to think about that math real quick. Yeah, I was supposed to get 40 because 20 diamonds, and that should have been 40. And Tiz Tom was just outside the window staring at me, and he's right over there. I can see his tag. So that means this thing pretty much robbed me of, let's see, 32, 33, 34, 6. I am missing 6 pebbles here. And I really don't want to dig around in the back. But then again, I don't like to be ripped off. And I guess in Season 0, they did break into my casino. So what we're going to do then, and I don't want to do anything with that villager. Let's go ahead and take a peek back here. I saw the redstone when they were initially building this. And all I want, make sure we don't break any of the redstone. All I want are my pebbles. Oh, it should be dispensed from here. Yeah, so you guys are witnesses. So we have 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and I don't know why I said 38 weird. But there we go. I took exactly what I needed because unlike them, I am fair. So I could have robbed the whole thing if I really wanted to as payback for Season 0, but that's just not the type of fox I am. So I have my 40. Now we can go ahead and head over to Zloy's shop and buy ourselves some iron. I really thought I was tripping for a moment, so I went ahead and started paying, you know, like we normally do. So if it costs 5, you would place 5 like that, and it all disappeared. So I guess he has some sort of collection system to get the money back, which is actually very smart. Let's go ahead and throw that in. So that is 40, and again, so that is 10 pebbles for a full stack, times 4. 1, 2, 3. Of course, not having inventory as usual, so we're going to go ahead and leave this behind. What? What? Okay, I'm very confused right now. What? What is going on right now? I am so confused. Finally, this is moved underground like I've been wanting to do. Now all we need to do, since this is built here, I don't have to tear the whole thing down and move it. All I do is grab all the items, place them in shulker boxes, and transfer them to down here. And after that module up top is all emptied, we can go ahead and break that down and then probably move it to this side of the room. That way we have storage on both sides, or possibly even going this way. I'm not quite sure how I want this vault to look just yet, but we do need storage space. So that is all done. And again, this is based off of the tutorial that I released about, I think, probably a couple months ago now. But this is a variation to it. So in the tutorial, we do have the pistons facing up with obsidian and then the redstone. Now, I explained this the last time we made the item sorter, however many episodes ago that was. The reason why we're using glass is because now we have the pistons facing sideways. So if we had this up here, this would immediately power the redstone and then this whole thing would be broken. But the cool part about Bedrock Edition, like I always say, is that we can place redstone on top of glass blocks. And the cool thing about that is it's a transparent block, so the pistons down below won't be powered. But at the same time, the redstone line also passes down. Now, you can't do that with slabs, and I know I've said that plenty of times also. But for those of you who are new to the channel, first of all, welcome, and I hope you're enjoying the content. But that is just a refresher. Slabs with redstone can only go up, they can't go down. And that is why we have this here, because this is, as far as I know off the top of my head, glass is the only transparent block that we can place redstone on and have the redstone signal go down at the same time, making this whole build possible. I also did a bit of decorating in between episodes. I went ahead and used up the rest of the brick that I had to work on the sewer system. And in the last episode, I did ask for your opinion on what we can do to make this look a little bit better. And a couple of you had mentioned adding some greenery or foliage or vines to the wall, which I think that is a great idea. Since we don't have mossy brick, the next best thing was to add vines, and that is growing a little funny. We went ahead and did that, and someone also mentioned having a drip of water coming down here or there. And if we can see it drip, I only have one placed in at the moment, and this again is going to be the pipeline that is going through the sewer. And there should be, hopefully, there is a drip of water here because I did add a water source above this pipe, and the drip should come from right there. And of course, when I want to show you, it's not going to drip. And I have a feeling as soon as I walk away, it's going to drip because that's just how things are. Oh, okay, there it is. Yep, there it is. Of course, we are going to add more, and hopefully that makes the dripping more frequent. But I went ahead and decorated this. This is our little sewer line, and that is going to continue down that way once I have more resources, especially brick, because I need to go digging for clay now. And then if we step inside, I didn't finish off the floor, but I did finish off the side walls, except for that part. And then I added some vines here, and I don't know why they're growing in that way. I placed the vine right there. And then here is the vault door that we made in the last episode. So there is that once again. We have our 3x3 piston door or 3x3 vault door. So that is going to open and close, and we do need to wire up a T flip-flop on the inside to open it. And then over here, I mentioned I wanted to add another block of pipe or andesite stairs for the pipe to give it a little more depth. And I really do like that. I think it does add more depth to it. And if we step inside, this is going to be the vault. And I also mentioned having the bridge that is going to extend. So I plan on doing that, probably not today, but we will get around to that. I have it in place where I would like it to be. And then I do need to cover this area up also. And then, of course, we are going to make this prettier. I had to get back there to do all the digging. So that is pretty much an update of everything going on under the town. Before we close out today's episode, there is one more project that we need to take a look at. And is Prowl cussing right now? Prowl, come on, man. That is not family friendly. I'm sure he probably said something that the realm decided was inappropriate, but really wasn't, because that happens a lot depending on how you phrase things. But we are over here. Prowl was AFK, or at least so I thought. And unfortunately, my mic was muted in the clip where Prowl actually popped out randomly as I was recording. And there is the oven. Man, I am so starving. I made the mistake of taking medicine on an empty stomach, so I am feeling a little sick right now. So I am looking forward to that pizza that is in the oven. Oh. And there is Prowl popping out once again. And he closed himself back up. All right, now it is time to grab my pizza. we are definitely going to have to do something about the storage because this is full. Probably has been AFKing, as you saw, and this is starting to back up, which that is not good. Yeah, all of this is backing up. I tried clearing this out already, and I turned these into dried kelp blocks, and I already sent a load going to distribute all of those, and I don't know how many we have left. Yeah, there's about 2 stacks of kelp blocks in there. Yeah, we definitely need, and that is why I am over here. Probably let me know this thing did fill up, because yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big issue. And he did let me know that he does have a stack of iron blocks. That means we can go ahead and make ourselves more hoppers, and we need to try to come up with a storage system before this gets totally backed up and breaks. And yeah, that's not gonna be too fun. Okay, so I'm trying to come up with something on the fly. I've already emptied this once, and yeah, I took a chest away, and it's going to be filling up very quickly, so I need to try and move as quick as possible. So we're going to have a little elevator that's going to go up, and then we'll have a stream that goes this way. Now, Prowl said I can go ahead and build around him, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that. And he's going to have to deal with that block not being there because we need this to be right there. And we are going to build a water stream. Yeah, I'm going to have to empty this very quickly. We're going to do the same to the other side. And we're going to have to remove this, turn that into a circuit there. And yeah, let me go ahead and try to do this as quick as I can. All right, I came up with a very noisy and temporary fix to the issue. I'm not able to finish everything right now because I do have to get ready to go to work, but I wanted to finish one side, and I went ahead and did that. We placed in the water elevator. Everything is going up, so you can see all the kelp shooting across. It is going to go across this blue ice stream and then make its way down into the double chest system. And hopefully this is enough storage for Prowl to AFK, come back, and everything still be running okay. Now, I wasn't able to do this side, so the temporary fix is I'm just running all of the output from here all the way across to this one, and hopefully this doesn't back up. I don't think it should because this is constantly giving us items that are spitting out. Now, again, Prowl is AFK, so I don't know if he has the sound on or off, but it is going to be very noisy if he doesn't already hear it already. And yeah, that is the solution. And I guess for this, what we can end up doing to add on to the storage, we can add more double chests going this way and then continue the water stream going across. So once this fills up, it can keep going across this way and everything should work out fine. It is now the next day. Prowl's cobblestone box has disappeared, and since I was on last night, he has added more to the kelp farm. So let's go ahead and take a look at how many modules we have now. We're gonna head on up into the sky, turn around, and wow, he is on the 4th floor of the kelp farm, and each floor has 3 of these. So this thing is definitely pumping out a bunch of kelp, and he still needs to work on this one, but I don't think this was here yesterday when I was on. So he has been busy, and I'm wondering if this is keeping up. Oops, one more floor down. There we go. He did let me know that what we made yesterday was not keeping up with the output of the smokers. Right now we have 7 going on both sides, so we have a total of 14 smokers going, which is crazy. We are going to need to install another module here very soon as he adds more layers. And he was letting me know this was getting backed up. And what I did is I cleared this out. This had a stack and about half a stack over here. This hopper had, I think, about 2 stacks. So all I did was pull it out and then add it to the collection system or the storage over here. And that seems to have fixed the issue. It's keeping up with the output. This thing is consistently going. Man, that is so fun to watch. And I went ahead and added another layer of storage off to the right. This was full, and I started making more kelp blocks. And yeah, I think we have kelp blocks for days at this point. And these are not quite full, but how this is going to work, after all of these fill up, I made the water stream go in this direction. So after this hopper is completely full, everything will go into the water stream and then start moving over this way, and then all of this will fill up, and then as this fills, it'll just keep going down and down and down, and I don't know if we'll actually ever have that much dried kelp, but then again, you never know. And we are all out of time for today's episode. I think this was very productive. Like I said, there are multiple projects I'm trying to juggle around. We got some work done in the vault. We also got the storage done here. And now I can finally start moving my storage underground if I can get around to it. So with that being said, everyone, this is the end of today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I will see you later.